When you wanted to talk about the movie industry, you had to go back to the past.
Mm-hmm.
You could not stay in the present. Now, this is the problem. In our music industry, we are authentic in the present as well as in the past.
That's the difference.
In our movie industry, the authenticity is only in the past, or you'll be hard pressed to find authenticity in the present. And you said something, the Netflix era.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix can carry authenticity. We just don't.
When I say the Netflix.
Hello, Budge Farm. We are happy to have you guys today on Spotlight Nigeria with Rigo Jaguar and obviously your boy Iko Ochai. Well, today we have a beautiful show for you guys, right? This show is special because obviously on Spotlight Nigeria we bring to you the best news, the best gossip, the most happening things, the most happening subjects. But something has been very, very near and dear to our hearts, and we just had to come and share with you guys. So really, we're looking at the industries in Nigeria. Now, everybody knows about our music industry. Our music industry is worldwide. Our music industry is respected all over the world. But we now have to ask, in the very same country, we have other industries that are not doing quite as well. But today we'll put the spotlight on the movie industry. Now, our movie industry has been around for a very long time as well. However, it's not progressing at the rate we want it to progress. Now, don't get me wrong, we've had some nice hits over the years, but somehow the movie industry falls short in particular films, and they're not as respected as the music industry. So we want to talk about why. This episode, we're going to talk about why. We're going to highlight particular things where we were let down as far as the movie industry is concerned, and we'll address it. So, what do you think, Iko?
First thing that comes to my mind when you talk about the movie industry not meeting with the Nigerian music industry at the same level is funding.
Yes.
Funding. I feel like Nollywood is being underfunded.
Okay.
The directors don't get as much adequate funds as they need to access, top-notch materials, top-notch equipment. Sometimes you go to shoot a movie scene in a village and the road is a bad road. You can't even access your movie sets.
Yeah, and if you can't access the movie set, how can you bring equipment to shoot into the movie set? Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
So and I also feel like international recognition, it doesn't really extend its hand out to Nollywood like it does to Afrobeats and the other Nigerian music that we have.
So on that second point, I have some pushback because the truth of the matter is international recognition did not recognize Afrobeat until we forced their hand. And I feel like it was the quality and the potency of the brand, which is Afrobeat, that made us become internationally recognized. That made people they have to resonate with us. They have to respect us.
So let me ask you a question now. Who do you think would be a pioneer name that would be in the forefront of this recognition
for the movie industry?
For the music industry.
For the music industry, we've had people from the past. We've had Fela, obviously. Okay, so we've had people from the past. Yeah. So we just had authentic sound. Now, our movies are not like that.
Exactly.
Our movies are not authentic, and that's the problem. So they're not.
That's a false statement.
No, but the movie industry itself is not an industry known for its authenticness because now authenticity. Because now
I have to disagree with that.
All right, please
blatantly.
Please disagree. With
I feel like Nigerian movie industry is one of the most authentic down to its nature. I think you're looking at the Netflix era of movie industry.
But that's our movie industry as well.
Go back in time to Sam Loco, Aki Ampopo,
Nkemu,
Clem Ohameze, all these guys, the movies they were acting were, how do I put it, they were reflecting the Nigerian culture in its purest form. It's now that you have, all them Timini, who else, Bolanle, Ninalowo, all these guys who are adapting cultures from other sides that are making the movie industry not seem authentic. Do you get?
You see what you did there? When you wanted to talk about the movie industry, you had to go back to the past. You could not stay in the present. Now, this is the problem. In our music industry, we are authentic in the present as well as in the past. That's the
difference.
In our movie industry, the authenticity is only in the past, or you'll be hard pressed to find authenticity in the present. And you said something, the Netflix era. Netflix can carry authenticity. We just don't.
When I say the Netflix era, you should know that I am referring to the actors who base their presence on Netflix.
Yeah, but we're talking also not just actors. We're talking plot lines. We're talking story arcs and all these stories and story arcs and all these things. We have authentically Nigerian stories. We have authentically African stories.
Presently, actually,
that are not being featured, and that's the problem. They are not as featured.
Presently, I would say that we also have authentic Nigerian stories like plot lines. For example, Ijogbon, who was directed by
Jago. Yes, I understand.
We have movies like that.
However, that is not the norm, and that's what I'm saying. So in the music industry, that is the norm. Authenticity is the norm. But in the movie industry, authenticity is not the norm. And that's another thing I want to bring up is this. In the music industry, if your sound is not good, you are never going to rise to the top of the music industry. If as a performer, if as a musician, your sound in the studio is not good, you are not going to be recognized. However, in the movie industry, we have a lot of mediocre actors that grace our big screens continually and keep getting recognition.
Let's get some names.
Erica cannot act to save her life.
Erica, to be honest,
I feel like we need to say this because it is wrong for us to bring actors and bring them into the limelight just because they are recognizable faces. And we can give you a script and you can read the script. No, we need to have people who can actually translate our stories onto the screen, and that's what we don't have in the music industry, in the movie industry.
To be honest,
and that's why we're not going far.
If you're talking about actors who can't act, I feel like the number one name that should be on that list is Neo Akufuri. That nigga can't act for shit.
Okay.
Like I just saw a movie, the one with him and Iniedo, where the movie was trash. Like let's just be honest, man, the movie was garbage.
Yeah. What about storylines? So we have plots that lose. We have movies that lose the plot all the time. Can we mention the Merry Men?
There are numerous.
Merry Men and the rest. They just lose the plot. Like literally, they have a good storyline sometimes, and then in the middle somewhere, it's like the directors or whoever just forgets that they are making a movie that has to follow.
Sometimes, if you have actors who would go on interviews and say they read a script and they're like, man, what the hell is this? Because this was rubbish.
They still go. But you see, that's the thing though. These movies are still being allowed. So you'd hear about these movies. There will be a lot of hype behind these movies, and then they are put in the world, and it's mediocre products constantly.
There's some times where you're watching a movie and you would see the actor obviously and blatantly make a mistake. Like what do you call that thing again? When you say the wrong word or something.
Yeah, okay. The bloopers.
The bloopers. Yeah. And they still put it out. Like, couldn't you edit? Yeah. You had all that time. So you see, it's like lack of effort in what they put in their movies.
And I feel like that's why the movie industry is behind. So we have the talent. We have the talent just like we have in the music industry to do very well in the movie industry. We have the brain power, we have the resourcefulness. However, I don't think that the motive is there because I feel like these mediocre movies keep getting rewarded. They keep getting rewarded because some of these actors, like you said, they just have notoriety. Oh, you're an actor. Imagine Neo coming out to say, oh, he's an actor. That is what he will put in his CV. Oh, I'm an actor. And I'm like, it is because we have allowed, as a community, we all have to take responsibility for this. We have allowed these people to grace our screens instead of roundly saying and calling them out and saying, look, you do not belong where you are just because you are famous and you have garnered some kind of fame. And I feel like that's why our movie industry can't go forward, even though sometimes we'll make some great leaps. Like I feel like Jago made an amazing an amazing leap forward. Was an amazing stride.
Lionheart too did good for us
Did good for
internationally.
us. Yes, exactly. But I feel like we would take some steps forward and then go many steps backward with all these
Another reason I think is one of the core reasons for this gap is the individuality it takes in both sectors. In the music sector is a lot of individual effort that you put. When in the movie industry, in the movie sector, it's a group thing. It's
okay, but that's why I feel casting directors have to come in. You see, we've mentioned Jagun Jagun a lot of times here. Every single actor in Jagun Jagun did their role, even the actors that were extras. If you notice that movie,
exactly,
it was, and that's the thing. I feel like the casting directors just select people based on favor. Try to do a favor to somebody.
That's the problem.
Or trying to, that's what is hurting us. So it is not like we don't have the talent. It is not like, and that's a problem. That's why it's really bad. We have the talent.
It's just we're misusing it.
We can be competing globally. We have unique stories. We can be competing globally. People around the world star should be talking about our movies because of the kind of stories we are giving, right? Nollywood should be a force to be reckoned with, but it's not going to be a force to be reckoned with because continually we keep letting these products grace our big screens, and we'll do something where there's an amazing movie every once in a while, but it is a lot of bad product put out there. That's the thing, and I just feel like we need to talk about it because, there are movies that countless movies
the need for money is also, like, as an actor. For example, Samuel Jackson, I watched an interview where he said he would get a script and he wouldn't do the movie because he felt he couldn't bring the character to life.
Yes.
But some of our fellow Nigerian actors will get a script just because of the pay they are giving you. You run it, more run them, any IB.
And that's what's hurting us as well. I really, really, really feel bad because we're excited. We want, as Nigerians, to go to the cinema and pay our money, our currency to watch Nigerian movies. But ever so often, you find that you go to the cinema and after you've paid your money, you're disappointed in what is the result on the screen. Because sometimes you're watching and then it feels like your IQ is dropping points.
I mean, like, when you watch our old Nollywood movies, you see the
originality,
the difference in originality. Like, it felt real watching it. Like, when you I hated Patience Ozoko for a good amount of time because I thought she was a witch.
Yeah, she executed her character
perfectly.
So well. And it is so sad that we have gone away from that. I know people like to talk about the old Nollywood when we're talking about, but like, we still have a Nollywood, and the Nollywood should still be representing our stories, and it's not. It's falling so short. And
I think we can blame Timini for this. we should blame Timini for this.
But apparently, there's this movie that he acted in that he said he actually did quite well in.
What movie?
I don't know. This is the recent movie, Tribe Called Judah. I don't know.
Called Judah.
One of these movies.
That he was nominated for Best Supporting Actor, but he didn't win it.
I know, but one of these recent movies, he said he did very well because actually the word has been out that he's not a great actor, that he's just
Timini is a great actor. Okay. It's just that he picks up any role.
Yeah.
Any role as long as the money.
So even if he can't execute it well, he just picks it up and that hurts it. But really the major thing here is that we just want to see excellence, just like we're seeing in the music industry. Like, the top of the top, let the top of the top be the top. We'll still have the mediocre movies, but let that not be in the mainstream. Let that be the odd one out. Let the top of the top, let the people that rise to the top, the people that rise to the billing in the movies that are hyped, be the great actors and the great movies and the great plot lines and the great stories that showcase us the way we want to be showcased.
True.
That's it. Well,
so a word for actors and actresses, please do better. Please. And our casting directors do a better job.
All right. It's been a wonderful show for you guys. Really, we want to talk about, would like to talk to you guys in the comment section.
We want to slam you guys more.
Exactly. I'd like to talk to you guys in the comment section about, what you've loved about, the movies and what you think they can improve on. Would really love you guys.
Let us also know the actors you think are not doing well, and the actors you think are,
Doing well.
top of the top of the cream.
Yeah. All right. You want to sign them out, Iko?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, leave. That's it. That's it for now. See you guys on the next episode.
All right. Stay safe, guys.
Ciao.